How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Today I will finally be talking about a video game, and that is my newfound love of Life is Strange: True Colors. This was meant to be the first of my PlayStation Plus book club series, which I wanted to start in January, but ended up starting in February, and here we are in March, so better late than never, I guess. So let's get into it. First and foremost, I thought this game was just fantastic. I'd never played a Life is Strange game or any game like this before, so I wasn't really sure what I was getting myself into, and I finally see why they're so popular. While the core gameplay isn't typically my style, each detail felt handcrafted and intentional throughout the game, and I was beyond blown away by the characters and story by the time credits rolled. To me, the best part of True Colors were the characters. Each one felt well-rounded and unique and had their own motivations and relationships between each other. And I loved watching these relationships evolve throughout the story, both heartwarming and heartbreaking. Shout out to the use of Alex's phone and journal. While these types of things in other games are typically overlooked or underutilized, I think True Colors did a great job using them for world and character building. I was reading every text and my blog post as soon as I got a notification, and every journal entry was well written and added depth to every single character. At first, I thought the story started off a little slow, until we got to the end of chapter 1, and then I thought I knew where it was going until we got to the end of chapter 4. To say the least, this game was a roller coaster of emotions. There were times that made me so happy for Alex, and many more times that were just heartbreakers. Some conversations you have and character arcs you see in the game are honestly kinda hard to play through because they are so heavy.
I wish I were too.
It was really nice that the story felt greatly propelled by the choices you make along the way. The difficulty of these choices ramps up in a way I wasn't expecting, and by the end of the game there were literally choices I didn't want to make, and I've never felt that way about a video game before. But by the end of Alex's journey, I was really happy with the choices I made and where she ended up. I thought the world choice stats at the end of each chapter were such a cool touch too. They also surprised me by showing me how many side conversations and choices I missed. Honestly, by the end of the game, I wasn't confident that it would stick the landing or even have a somewhat satisfying ending. But thankfully that wasn't the case. While the gameplay probably isn't why so many people play Life is Strange games, there was enough there to keep me engaged. While I was looking forward to making every single decision throughout the story, there were a few times I got bored of walking around Haven Springs. Thankfully there were so many things to interact with and people to talk to along the way. The real highlight of the gameplay to me is Alex's empathy powers. At first it kinda seemed whatever, but by the end I was looking forward to reading everyone's mind. This was made even more impactful with each journal entry, and it honestly made me want to be a more empathetic person. I think Life is Strange: True Colors is an amazing game and totally worth playing in 2025. If I had to put a score on it, I would give Life is Strange: True Colors a 9.5 out of 10. Not quite a masterpiece, but pretty damn close. It was really nice to step this far out of my gaming comfort zone, especially since this game is included in your PS Plus extra subscription. So if you haven't played True Colors yet, I really think you should give it a try.